Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to yet another Destiny 2 Forsaken video. Today I decided to do something pretty ballsy and pair up the Not Forgotten and the Redrix Broadsword. Now, I had absolutely no idea what to expect with these weapons because there really isn't much synergy between them, and they both cover the same range, which is the medium range. Now, this is also my very first time using the Redrix in a few months. The last time I used it, the meta was much different and guns killed in slower times to kill. The Redrix was a weapon I absolutely adored in Season 3 as it was the ultimate multi-kill machine when it came to pubs and quick play in general. It wasn't the best weapon without its staple perk Desperado being active, but it can handle itself just fine without it. But now things are very different. The meta has changed for the better for the most part, and the Claymore isn't buffed enough in my opinion to compete. Well, without it out of the way, let's just jump right into it. Overall, I thought that the Redrix Claymore was a shame because it's a pinnacle reward that not many people attained in Season 3, so it feels wasteful to me to have this thing on the back burner. It feels really bad when the weapon doesn't have its perk activated. It's a slow firing pulse rifle, and the only way to kill someone in 2 bursts is to land all your headshots. Now that might sound relatively easy to do, but it feels like the spacing between bullets within a single burst is a little bit too large. Because of this, you could be on somebody's head, shoot them, and then only have some bullets in the burst connect if the enemy is moving. I don't like this, and it felt like I was really handicapping myself every single time I was trying to get footage with this loadout. Now I was getting gunned by every possible weapon that you could think of while using the Redrix, from sidearms to shotguns to Telestos, gold figures, gravitons, Luna's ace of spades, and everything else under the sun. The problem is that this was happening far too much for my liking, and it felt like I was losing gunfights consistently. This resulted in me playing slowly to simply get a pick on somebody who wasn't engaging me, and then once I get the kill with a headshot, I would then aggressively push with Desperado active. It wasn't all terrible, even though I'm not a fan of the Redrix in this meta. One way in which you can make this weapon and ultimately this loadout work is to get a headshot and then wait 3 seconds if you don't see anyone close by on your radar. This will actually artificially extend the time in which you must re-engage an enemy, as you can have a bigger delay between the headshot and actually getting Desperado active. I would then continue to slay out as much as I could with the Redrix until the buff went away. Once that would happen, instead of handicapping myself, I'd switch back to the Not Forgotten and continue my killing spree. This is the best formula using these 2 weapons to get quick multi-kills and clips. It gets the job done, but it's not necessarily pretty. The other half of the loadout is something I probably don't need to touch on too much. The Not Forgotten is an amazing weapon and really needs no introduction. When I switched to this weapon from the Redrix, it felt like I was a god with little to no effort whatsoever. To me, that's the biggest thing that stands out. The fact that I notice a huge difference between what I can do and how efficient I'll be between these 2 weapons, and that gives me the indication that they're not a good combo together, and one specifically, the Redrix Claymore or Broadsword, doesn't belong in too many loadouts in this specific meta. It's like using a chaperone and a green shotgun that has no range in the exact same loadout. It simply just doesn't make any sense. Why would you use the poor green shotgun unless you're completely out of ammo with the chaperone? Moving forward, I'd like to see some kind of buff to the Redrix Claymore and the Broadsword, of course. As a pinnacle reward, this thing is a shell of its prior glory. I used to love using this thing back in Season 3, and it would actually dominate once you were, pretty effective at getting the first headshot. But right now, it's a shell of its former glory, and to me, that's not really the greatest thing, considering that a lot of people worked hard to get this in Season 3, and of course in Season 4 for the Redrix Broadsword after completing that very lengthy quest. But that's gonna do it for the video though, guys. Tomorrow I'll be uploading a 75 kill clash challenge with my newly acquired Not Forgotten, and of course I'll be pairing it with a chaperone, and it should be an awesome time. So that's gonna do it though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, a like rating is always appreciated. Subscribe for more daily Destiny 2 Forsaken content. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.